Sorry, buddy. All right, let's head to the cleaning table. All right, let's take a look at these little beauties. And that'll do it. Not enough to be chumming, but definitely, I made, throw out a few chummers, but definitely got enough. Nice size. Don't have any of the big ones like I had. Me and Cam were out, but whoop, there goes one. But what do you want when I forgot my cast net? All I had was my little 4-foot net. I brought my mullet. I accidentally grabbed my mullet cast net this morning, my 8-foot mullet instead of my 8-foot bait net. Thankfully, I always have a little 4-footer in here. And I was able to get plenty with that little 4-footer. Come on, let's get everybody out. Everybody out. Wait, I don't gotta leave the live well running. Alright, I'm gonna have to pull this drain. There you go. Them buggers are quick. There's a good pin. Here's another good pin. Oh yeah, we're gonna catch something. One more. There's one. That's it. All right. Got everything we need. Nothing we don't. Let's bring something to drink. Actually, let's take a drink. Gotta get a cup holder made for this. Alright, let's get out to some deeper water here so our basket can perform. Twisted. Go. Alright, so what we've got is a nice deep channel going out to obvious open water. And we'll just start right here. See if we can put a trout on the board to get things rolling. Just got a little 2-aught circle hook. Man, definitely wish I had a few bigger baits. But let's see how we do here with this. We were getting a lot of solid trout last time out, throwing those big chunky pinfish. These smaller white baits, of course, everything can eat them, so might have to weed through a few little guys. We're gonna just wade out and around the point, around the oyster bar. Go. And make a big loop, come back around, come by at the point there. Hopefully there's a little more water so we can fish around those mangroves. But all right, bait number one. Gone. Here's bait number 2. Gotta be real careful with these baits. They're very fragile. I'm just using, as far as casting them out there, cast them too hard and they'll come right off. I'm just using 2500 little Penn Fierce 10-pound braid with, I do have 30-pound mono tippet on there in case I get into a better snook. But out here, it's a lot of open water, not a lot of stuff for them to break you off on. I need to head out a little deeper. Just kind of slowly lifting them, keeping them out of the grass. Go. There we go. There's a fish. First fish of the day. Little trout. Little trout. That didn't take long. We caught a few that size last time, but not many. Like I said, the smaller bait's gonna catch smaller fish. But hopefully we'll mix in a few nice ones along the way. Pretty trout. Alright, let's just go right for it. Let's go right for a pinfish here. Not even quite sure how many pinfish I've got. Not enough. Pinfish, I'm going to hook them right behind the head, right in front of that first dorsal fin, or pin, I should say. This was one of the smaller pinfish we were using. Oh, I tell you what, it's a Friday and it's quiet. I didn't get a particularly early start. Messed around getting bait for about 45 minutes, but very few boats out. Since the hurricane, it's been real quiet out here. Water's nice and cool. Got a nice northeast breeze over my back. Here we go. Come on. I see a little trout right out here in front of me in this pothole. What's going on here? I hooked up. Trout kind of mangling me. Somebody chewing on you? Day number 1 with no trolling motor. I tell you one thing, that even with a trolling motor, you know, the most important thing is positioning, no matter how you're fishing. Boat, motor, you know, boat, whether you're fishing from boat or fishing from shore or wade fishing, kayak fishing, you know, you got to be in the correct position to make the right cast, right approach, quietly, not too close, not too far. If you get into a bite, holding your position, and there's no better way to do that than wade fishing. That is a fact. Just walking along. Something right up here. And my boat's not big, it's 20 feet, but even with you know, a smaller skiff like that, it's a pain in the butt sometimes. Once the wind gets blowing and you're trying to just come down a shoreline, and especially if you get a fish and you'd want to stay in that area, you could throw the spot lock on, but the boat's still going to spin around. Spot lock gets very noisy, and it's just, there's just no better way to fish. No better way to position yourself exactly where you want to be, I should say, than wade fishing. Come on, guy. Got a pretty strong incoming tide. Early November. Very early November. Puffer fish. Chewing on them. Get out of here. How you feeling? You still swimming? Yeah, he's still alive. Something right here just spooked. Oh, here we go. Right here, something hit me. He's on it too. He's still on it. He's picked it up. Give him some line. Loosen the drag a little bit because I'm not very far out. Pick that up or what? Yeah, something heavy there. Something there. Ooh, big fish right there. Nope, let it off. Let off. Dang it. It's on it right here. Right at my feet. This fish has no clue. Oh, it's a little bitty trout. Mauling my bait. Oh. Oh, there he goes. He's about dead anyway. A little trout, way smaller than the last one. Little pinfish. Oh, can't be having that happen. Can't be having that happen too much. Let's throw a little trout candy out there. Not sure what's going on behind me, if it's mullet or something else. Little trout. Little trout. Oh my gosh. Tell you what, if it was legal, I'd turn this guy right around. Send him back out for bait. Little baby trout. Little baits. Little fish. Come on. Something getting chased up there. A lot of action over here on this bar behind me. Well, there's always a lot of mullet there, but I'm not sure if that's what I'm hearing. Within casting range of whatever it is. Let's see. That's right there on it, whatever is there. Hey, something picking me up. Maybe it's not mullet. We got here a couple little snook. Come on, guys. Oh, stinking needle nose is all that is. Aggressive. They are aggressive. Look at that guy. All right, all right. There's a fish. That's a better fish. Okay, that's a nice trout. That's a solid trout. Pretty fish. Nice fish, nice fish. Hey, oh my gosh. I'm trying to pin them up against these waders and they're just, the waders are so slick. Dude, you weren't ready? Thought you were. And used to holding these little bitty guys. Big ones put up a fight. Heck yeah. Dude, I'll let you go in a second. There we go. Nice trout. Great start to the morning. Beautiful fish. I had to keep them, but I won't. Let you go for another day. See ya. Get out of here. Here he goes. Didn't know he was free. Okay, well, got him on a greenie. Nice greenback. Let's hook him right there in that little fin, little pectoral fin. There's a little bit of a gristly spot there. That hook will stick. Something right there. As soon as I landed, something was blowing up right there. As soon as I landed, he's on me. You can see it's a little better over there where I just got that trout, a little more of a marbly bottom, a little bit of a sand hole or two. Oh, there's a solid hit. What do you do? Spit that out? Nope, he's on. No! Pulled it. So I'm just using a circle hook, so not a whole lot of hook setting. You just kind of load up and let the circle hook do its job and get in the corner of their mouth. Let them come tight, but it gets tempting to put a little more pressure on there than you need to, because you're kind of out there waiting for him to do something. You feel it, you know you've got picked up. Just gotta be patient with it. Like right now, they're not gonna drop it. They might just readjust it in their mouth, but this isn't artificial fishing. Once they got a hold of it, come on. They know they got something good. I say that as I think I just got dropped. Nope, it picked me off. All right, got a nice trout. Next on the list, let's get a red. Fish. Another trout or something after him. Something after him? Okay, now he's all right. Start backpedaling up to the oyster bar. We got into a pretty good shark here last time. Sent one of these trout about this size skyrocketing. I've never seen a trout do that. I mean, he absolutely went straight up, dove out of the water. I mean, straight up, jumping out of the water. Pretty. All right. I'll be adjusting this camera a little bit up and down, and once I bring the fish in, sometimes I forget to point it down at the fish. So, apologize. All right. Let's go back to this pinfish. Go. All right. A little sand hole right there. Let's let him sit down in that and just call him in. Trout messing with me. White pelicans up here. We'll get a better look at them when we get on the other side of the bar and the sun will be on our back and the birds will be out in front of us. Okay, this is a better pickup right here. Let me take him for a second. Felt like a better fish. Let him have that pinfish. He's gonna put it in his mouth the way he wants to. Got it? No? What's going on? Are we on? Yeah, there we go. That's a good fish. That's a good fish. I think it's too good of a fish. I got something that I don't want, I think. Dang, I don't know. He's fighting funny. It's huge. And he got stuck. He got stuck on something. Man, I don't know what that was. That was weird. Almost feel like that was a big ray or something. Big ray or shark. I don't think it was a shark though, because I think he would have started just peeling off some line. Something's still on me though. Oh, spit that. What was that? That was just a trout there. It felt like it came to the bottom though, and then it got stuck completely. There's a bunch of critters around here right now. There's fish right in front of me. I don't like it. I like it when the water's a little clearer. I don't know. I think that was a big ray. Uh-oh. Got me right here. Got me right here. I think this is a little red. I think this little red come up and just... Yeah, heck yeah. Little red came up and just popped me right at my feet. I'll trade that in. I don't think that was a giant bull red. It was just acting funny. Never know, but I think potentially I had a stingray. Maybe even kind of snagged him. I don't know what happened, but anyway, consolation prize. Consolation prize. Yeah, he ain't that little. Pretty fish. Pretty red on the pinfish. Yeah, what a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. Beautiful fall morning. And a little beauty of a redfish. You're a beaut. Come on, don't make me get my pliers out. There you go. That's a pretty red fish right there, if I ever saw one. Beautiful. All right, morning's come together. Pretty tail. All right, buddy, get out there. Watch out. It's dangerous out there. Heck yeah. Having fun. Alright, back to the white bait. Just don't have enough pinfish to throw them all out there just yet. Tell you what, you cannot beat the activity with live bait. I've been so used to fishing with artificials ever since I started my channel. It can be a long time in between bites, but it just doesn't get any prettier than this. These beautiful white pelicans over here. Nice cool water, although I am wearing waders. It gives me a sense of security. Some things it definitely is, helps you with, and other things, like say shark, it could just be a false sense of security. But even with shark, it helps with, per se, a small, very small exploratory bite. It would help to have a little bit of rubber between you and the skin. And obviously, if something big came in here and mistook my leg for a trout. But that's what's good about this basket. I'm not pulling a stringer. If I was pulling, keeping fish, they're in there, they're alive, they're not just draped behind me. But this definitely keeps the bacteria out, keeps the mud out, keeps me dry. So at the end of the day, I'm pretty much just throwing my shoes and I'm good to go. Something stripped my bait without me even knowing. And jellyfish, that too keeps the mud out of my toes. I had a long wade fishing day a couple of years ago, and mud. I had boots on and I had socks on, wading socks, and somehow mud got in there. And then just from it being wet all day, I guess. Matter of fact, I did 2 days. I waited all day, like 6 hours. Uh-oh, here we go. And then waited the next day. And so my feet were just soaking wet. And I don't know, that next night, all of a sudden I had an infection in my toe. It wasn't fun. Underneath my toenail. There we go. What is this? What do I got here? Mackerel? Been flipping out like a mackerel or maybe a bluefish. Ow! I think he broke me. That's a bluefish. I bet that was a bluefish. He didn't break me off, no. Kind of acting like a mackerel or a bluefish, and as hard as he was pulling for as big as he was, I think that was a bluefish. I think I got just enough bait for one spot today. That's why I emptied the magazine, didn't leave anything at the boat. No, so that way I wouldn't have to leave the aerator on. Let's see what this is right here. Something blowing up right in front of me. Onto this bar right up here. It's very shallow, as you can see by these pelicans standing. I'm just going to keep following this point all the way around. Perfect setup. Got the wind to my back and the sun to my back. Perfect for filming and fishing. So it's not too windy on the audio. hopefully, and the glare's not blinding you and me. Here we go. Come on. Oh. Just keep gently lifting the rod, easing the bait out of the grass, which is where he desperately is trying to get to. Something just swirled on me right here. Yep. Yep. Gotta be careful hooking something right up next to you. Sometimes it doesn't feel like much. These reds will all of a sudden blow up, and then you gotta let them have line. But that's not what we got here. Hold still, bucko. We got something got at him. Here comes Flipper right on the point here, right on cue. All right, any pinfish? We'll throw another one of these out there. We got 2 now, maybe 3 porpoise out there. They're heading away. That's good. That's another thing. Most of the fish don't know you're here when you're waiting, and neither do the dolphin, which are absolutely now trained to come up to your boat, especially when you're catching fish. All right, bottom's getting a lot more marbly, sandy here as I get away from the shore. Ooh, it was right there. Wind's kind of shifted a little. Let's just stay right here for a minute. There's a good fish. Wait, did he let off? Nope, he's still on there. That's a good fish. That's a good fish. That might be it. That's a nice, not as good as I thought, but it's a good fish. It's a good fish. It's a good snook, I do believe. Right out here, as we got onto this point, current's flowing a lot more, much more patchy of terrain, sand and grass. And this snook's just sitting right there in that pocket. Yeah, he's a solid snook, solid fish. Running right at me now. He's coming right at me. And when you're fighting them, I mean, it's totally different because the boat, they know there's a boat there. So the fight it just takes you wherever, you know. You do 360, the fight just goes on and on with these fish when you're waiting. You don't have to worry about them getting you broke off on the boat, going under the boat, I should say. Hey, come over here and say hello. Nice, he just spit this out. Look at this. What is that? Here's what he's feeding on. Little shrimp head. Heck yeah. Come here. About the same size as that red. Solid trout, solid little red, solid snook. Well, mission accomplished. Should we go home? Heck no. Heck no. Pretty snook. Yeah, as I told Cam last time I think I'm converted. Oh man, this is good stuff. Good times. The bite is, you know, not only you know, which is good. We're catching fish, but it's a really nice pace. Just what I like, so I don't get too bored. Nobody wants to be bored these days. Live bait flat fishing, and you won't be. Oh man, little fray. I'm gonna make a decision not to retie. Let's hope that doesn't come around to bite me. It's 30 pound, just a little bit of frayage there. Loosen up that drag. I just don't want to stop while the fishing's hot. Boy, there's a school mullet exploding. I'll probably retie in a little bit, but I'm bad about retying. Get at least one more fish here on that, I think. Yes, yes, sir. There he goes. Just let him hook himself. A little pocket of snook right there. A little pocket of snook right on the point. Whew. There's a mullet again, right on the point here. Snook like that patchy bottom, I think, a little better. By me. He has no clue what's going on right now. No clue. No boat. So what has happened to me here? I don't see a boat. It's got to be bizarre. Getting hooked in the mouth and being dragged around and like you have no clue what's going on. Like, am I getting eaten by a dolphin? What is this? This invisible force pulling me in. Pretty. Hey, pretty. There we go. Little skinny schnookums with the crooked tail. Got a little crook in his tail right there. I knew I could get one more out of that. Now I'm gonna retie. He definitely. Well, maybe one more. He didn't fray it up as bad as I thought. I bet there's one more out there. Under 40 inches. That won't break me off. Ooh-wee, what was that? What was that? I saw something breach the water right here. 5 feet behind me. One more skinny snook out there. Oh. Did I just drop that on his head? It might have been a needle nose. Yeah, it's a needle nose. Get out of there. Needle nose are so annoying. Needle nose. There's something right here. But one more fish before we retie. One more fish before we take a break here. Take a little water break. Another great thing about wade fishing, kind of like going out with buddies kayak fishing, same concept, is that you're not completely stuck 5 feet from each other all day. You know, obviously you're going out with a friend, but it just gives you a little bit of space, a bit of privacy. You can kind of just walk off. It's the best. All right, let us retie. While I do that, when I do that, I'll just keep my pliers out. Try not to lose them. Actually, I don't really need my pliers right here. Let's just use these clippers. I lost my best set of pliers last time I was wade fishing by myself out near Burnt Store, messing around with catfish, and I don't like catfish. If you'd have seen me with that thing, you could tell. And dropped my pliers in the drink, couldn't get them out. It was just deep enough to where I was just gonna have to get soaking wet. Didn't feel like getting soaking wet. Alright, wasn't so bad. Not worth losing the fish a lifetime over. Back to business. Let's see what we got left, just so we know what we're working with here. There's a pin. Yeah, I got plenty of bait. I'm not going to use that pinfish just yet because I'm going to save him for the backside. Maybe we can find some reds over there. I feel like right here is going to be more of those snook before I can turn the corner and start making my way back. Let's put it out here in a little grassier bottom. I keep away from those little snook. Yeah, I didn't forget. I got my cast net. Matter of fact, maybe that was part of the problem. I went out and got it out of the shed last night in the dark and grabbed the wrong bucket. Grabbed my 8-foot mullet net. It's fun using that once in a while, mullet, or get some sand brim. So that was strike one. Strike two, I didn't even remember, realize I need to get some chum. So I did have some menhaden oil, and I took a box of cake out of a cake box of, cake mix, flour basically, and I mushed up some bait balls, sorry guys, I'm just all of a sudden realizing I'm really shallow here. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going. Made some little doughy balls of cake basically with menhaden oil, and actually it brought in some white bait, but no big pinfish, and all I had was my little 4-foot cast net, other than got a little trout messing with me here. Get away from it. Ooh, that was a better swirl right there. What do I got? Holy cow. You know what? Are you serious right now? Excellent. Look at this guy. Well, he's bordering on a little big, but no, he's not actually. Heck yes. That thing, man, that's what you get for being greedy. Trying to eat a whitebait. Telling you what, out here, everything wants to eat you. If it's bigger than you, you are on the menu. Yeah. something else was right here. Heck yeah, I'm gonna use that in a little bit. Perfect. Here we go. So anyway, as I said, I wasn't able to get the bait that I wanted. I wasn't able to chum up very much. The chum that I was using was okay, but even then, the fish that I was bringing in, I wasn't able to get to the bottom fast enough. So I just posted up on a little shallow flat where I happened to see bait. Caught most of these guys, caught most of these guys with my little 4-foot net. Caught all these guys with my 4-foot net. Ouch, that is a sharp hook. That is a sharp hook. There's a bunch of fish right here. Bunch of fish activity right here, guys. The water is just rushing over this flat, this point. Mullet everywhere, needle nose everywhere. Obviously there's a few pinfish here and there. We know there's some snook. Is there another red? Oh, there's a big fish right here in front of me. Nice fish right here in front of me. Oh, I might have got picked up by him. Something's picked me up. Is that him? I think so. I think so. I think so. I don't want to reel in any more line. I don't have a lot of line out there. Man, just kind of cruising on the bottom. Better not be a catfish. No, I think we're seeing shades of red. Heck yeah. I got a solid red. Sight fishing red. With live bait. I mean, he just swam 8 feet out in front of me. I could see him glide over that. You can see that little orange spot. That's a sand pocket. I just reeled my line in a little bit and let it sit. And he did the rest. Nice red on a little white bait. It's all twisted up now. What's going on here? Ready to get tangled up? There you go. There you go. Yeah, see him now swimming over that same spot. He looked exact same size. The fight is definitely a bit more challenging when you're wade fishing. You know, when you're boat fishing, eventually you can just boat flip them or get out your net. I'm not bringing a net. Let that be part of the challenge. Part of the whole deal is too, it's just minimal. Trying to keep it as minimized as possible. Keep it simple. Keep it simple, stupid. You don't want to give up. You don't want to give up. Come on over here. Come on. There he goes. Did he swallow that? Did he swallow that? He did. Hold still. Well, just not a big fish, but just throwing that little 2500 series with 10-pound braid, and takes a minute to get him in. Yeah, he swallowed it. Let's just clip this, let him have it. Get him back quick. Some pliers. All right, buddy. See ya. There he goes. That was cool. That was so cool. Actually, I'll put those right there. That'll keep them dry. Okay. Nice. Having fun. Easing along. One, two, three. We got 2 reds, 2 trout, no, 2 reds, 2 snook, 1 trout. That was worth mentioning, and then the other smaller trouts that have been just keeping it fun, keeping it interesting. What do you think? Do we throw that big pinfish out now? No, not yet. Let's catch a few more fish. Save them for the backside of this bar here. They're chewing just fine on these guys anyway. Oop. Big fish like little bites just as well. But so do small fish. And so you gotta weed through them. Let's twirl around here, get that line straight behind me. Okay. That was the kind of shadow I like seeing swim by my feet. Redfish. What am I kicking here? Stick. Got it. He got me. Oh, he's still on top there. Watch, he's about to get blown up. He's out there. There you go. No, that's a needle. Yeah, needle nose. Needle nose has got him, and he's swimming off with him. Skimming across the water like a flying fish. Here comes Flipper. 1 and 2. Let's hurry up, get this out ahead of them. Before their sonar comes in here and sends everybody to the oyster bar. Oh, what's he got? Something going on here with this fish. He has something in his mouth. Oh no, he's got a dorsal fin that's been hacked off nearly. The top 6-8 inches of that dorsal fin has been cut and it's hanging. I've never seen that on a dolphin. I've seen them with some scars, but watch. Straight out here. Nope, the other one didn't surface. They're onto some fish right now. Got something. was something else really big as they passed me by here to my right. That surfaced, kind of like a manatee possibly. There's a big sea turtle. Boy, that was the quietest cast I've had in a while as they went by. I wonder if that thing got hit by a boat. They're usually pretty quick. Not sure what else could have mangled his dorsal like that. Alright, let's walk along. Those guys just probably blew this spot up. They did keep going though. Again, if I was sitting right here in a boat trout fishing, they would have stuck around. Boy. Oh no, that's what's going on. Something out there chewing me up. Puffer fish probably. Maybe that's all it was. Let's take another cast out there. There's that big pinfish. Man, this current is dumping out. That's a shark. Two sharks on the point here. Pretty small. Big shark, little shark. I don't want to see any sharks. Here we go. Come on. Oh. What was that? Come on. Sharks will get up here on the bar once the water starts to rise. I'm gonna put my mask on, my buff mask on. You can let me know if it makes me sound a lot different or if it's not really a big difference. There he goes. What's going on? Right here, hitting me. There it is. Oh, look at that. So pretty. Oh, another one coming. Another one. A nice trout just came up. He had 2 or 3 pinfish behind. Oh, look at this. 2 or 3 pinfish behind him. He's between my legs. It's just so beautiful. They have no idea you're here. He came up. A few trout came with him. Then he left. There's still fish. They're still following him around. There's fish sitting right here. They have no clue what's going on with him. They have no clue that I'm here. Ooh, that's a nicer fish right there too. This is a proper trout. He's got a couple buddies with him. Did you swallow it? Don't tell me you swallowed it too. I ain't got any more circle hooks. Dang it. Buddy, you're bleeding. I need this hook back. Oh, baby. Let's get it. Hang it on up. if this guy's big enough to keep. Man, I think he's close. Gonna have to measure him. Throw him in this basket. He's not gonna make it. Even if I let him have this hook, he wouldn't make it. He's bleeding out. I think he's a keeper. I'll be right back. Alright guys, well now I'm toting around a dead trout. Not exactly what I like to do. And sharks are in the area, but and he was not gonna get, yes, I wanted my hook back, but I don't kill fish to get my hook back. He was bleeding very bad, and the hook was all the way down into his stomach, pulling his stomach. So anyway, enough of the gory details, but now there's a fish right there. Was that a cobia? Was that a shark? Or was that a ray? Better not be a shark. I don't want to catch a shark, but it could have been a little cope. Oh, there he is. That was the back end of a better size shark than I had first thought. Uh-oh, I got hit right here. Oh gosh, guys, got me jumpy. That's a nice fish right there. Just come up and choke that down. Nice trout. Where are you going? He hit me, screaming off drag. As that happens, a fish, nice shadow, come flying by my feet. And all in the context of me just seeing that shark. That was a solid trout. Afraid to let him take it though, after having that last one swallow it. Man, this current is moving and there's fish here. There's a bunch of fish here. Shark go. Bit choppy, so it's kind of hard to keep an eye on things. I want to go out a little further out here, but this pinfish is kind of ate up. Pretty sure that trout's gonna go 15 inches. If not, what am I gonna do? I'll just have to throw him back dead. He's already dead. Just holding on to him for right now until I get back to measure him. Really deep right here. Really deep. Yeah, just realized that. Big trough right there. Let's put my bait right in that hole, actually. See if there's anybody home. Right there. I think that might have been a red that smoked me there. Where did it go? What's that? Pretty good sized wave right there, just broke. This pinfish is a little ate up, but I don't have a ton of them left, so I'm still going with him for a minute here. he dead completely? Pretty much. You gave up on me. Alright, let's try one more bait in this spot and then we'll go around the point. See if it was just him being dead or if this spot's gone dead. I think it's just him. I think I'm gonna get hit right here. Needle nose, what's this? What is this? Guy's swimming for his life. Needle nose messing with him. Ah! One more. That one ripped off. One more shot. I'm gonna put one way out there. Ooh, trout standing up, right? Tell you what, buddy, if you can prove yourself, I will let you go. There's that bait that just came off. He just got hit. Tell you what, having this net too, I mean, look how fresh them fish, say, them baits. Just swimming in this nice clear water. Oxygenated water, to be specific, as to why they're so happy. Healthy. I suppose they're not probably real happy. Alright, let's move over. Move over to that side of the bar. Wind is blowing out, tide is coming in, so we'll just kind of like walk along here, let my bait swim with the tide. See if we can't pick up a snook out here on this shallow point. Ooh, not so shallow anymore. Go. Oh. Boy, these needle nose are bugging. I gotta turn you around, put you back out there. I gotta put you out. Bro, you swallowed it too? You've got to be kidding me. You have got to absolutely be kidding me. He has choked that thing down. Man. Afraid my line all up. Yeah, I don't think it's going to come out without a fight. pliers in there. There we go. There we go. Get out of here. Just had to pull a little harder. Ooh, Puffer City. 2 puffers chasing me down. Get out of here. Just turns, thinking about diving on me. There's a fish. Oh, doggone it, let it go. How did that happen? Get out of here. Dang it, that was a solid fish. That was my keeper. Did he come back for it? Did he come back for it? I think he did. Or I think it's another fish. Maybe it was a little school of reds. I think I got into a little pocket of reds here. Yes. Heck yeah. Get back over here where all the action's at. And I'm actually shallower or closer backed up to the oyster bar than I was earlier. Maybe there was more reds in there, we'll see, but I don't know. I don't think he came back and hit it twice. Being hooked, he was hooked for about 2-3 seconds. There might be another one out there. A couple more. Well, we'll throw them in the net for now. Little 19-inch red. I'm gonna guess. And did I lose my pliers? I think I did. Unless I dropped them in here. Lost them. Dang it. Or did I put those away? I'm down 2 pairs of pliers. Son of a gun. Those were good pliers, both of them. Like $40 pair of pliers. Which to me is an expensive pair of pliers. Alright. Still got that big pinfish. I start throwing out some chummers here in a second. Start throwing out some chummers and just put that big pinfish on and try to get a grand finale. Lost that one. There we go. There's a smaller pinfish. Them old boys must be catching something. They haven't moved. Been sitting there for at least a half an hour. Yeah, pinfish does such a better job of digging down and getting away from the needle nose. Getting into that grass. Something's got him. Something's got him. Or he is swimming for his life. Let's try that again. There's a nice little yellow hole right there. Oh, just got thumped. I'll trade that trout in. I'll trade that red in for a trout if I can get a keeper trout. Which I think we got something. Nope. Let me go. Wait. Nope. There's one. Oh, gosh. That thing had a little bit of weight to it. A little bit. Here's Mr. Pinfish. Okay. I think we're down to my final $half size pin, and then I got that big one. Bumped. There's a bump. Bump. He stripped me. He stripped me. Well, definitely the bite has picked right back up as soon as I got back over here. Factors, I'm not sure exactly which one is which, but definitely got better grass over here. The water's calmer. Everything's coming over the bar, I guess, perhaps. And it's just created a little bit, I think it's like kind of like a little bit of an eddy that they like, and they're just sitting over here nice and happy in this grass, not having to swim too hard. Now, oh, ladyfish. Check off another species. You know, I wonder if that's what I hooked earlier. I bet that might have been what that was, that I was mistaken for a mackerel or a bluefish. I bet that was a ladyfish. A big ladyfish. Solid ladyfish. Woo! Man, they are just like a tarpon, just tiny, tiny tarpon. Come here. I ain't using cut bait today. I have more than enough fun. Nice, big-eyed, pretty silver fish. Just keep it rolling. All right, where'd everybody go? There you go. I'm gonna throw out a little chummers. Let's see if we can get something. Let's see if we can get something fired up here. see what happens out there with all these chummers. Just took a handful and gave them a little squeeze. Just knocked the wind out of them a little bit. Gulp. There goes one. Just got gulped. There's something on mine out there. Something's choking down mine right now. Oh, that was a good swirl. That last swirl looked like a pretty good swirl. I don't know. What do I got here? Solid trout, or I got a... Yeah, solid trout. Heck yeah. Boy, I could do this all day. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You got off. Man, I was gonna trade out that red for that trout. Gotta get another one. Got to get another one now. Dang it. When I set my rod down, if I had a dip net, I could have scooped him. He was, even after he got off, he wasn't sure. He just sat there for a minute. There's another one. Here's another one. Feels a little lighter. I don't know, he might just be coming at me. He's a little lighter, little lighter. Little lighter. Still a keeper though. Let's toss him in there for now. Let's get something heavy. How about a big gator trout? Bump. Another one. Oh, what was that? 2 swirls. 2 different fish. It's a little better trout. Yes, definitely better trout. Nice. Come here. Get over here, and then we'll talk. Get over here. Definitely upgrade on that last one. It's about the size of the one that just got away. Sweet. Keep it rolling. They're biting better than they were this morning now. Bait's getting a little scarce. Getting scarce. I'm not even sure how long I've been out here. Lost track of time. Any more reds out there? Oh, I'm on, man. It's every cast now, guys. I'm on, just waiting for him to get it situated in his crawl. There he is. Little guy. Little trout. Oh, nearly put that hook in my hand right as I was getting it out. Hold still. Hold on it. what I get for bringing them in green. Little brook trout. Little rainbow trout size. Okay, we're getting low. We are saving the best for last. Let's push down a little bit. See if we can get to a different pocket of fish. All right, guys. Lost you mid-fish. Battery died. Hey, he's still on there. That's the beauty of this thing. Little handy dandy rod holder. Circle hook did its job. Wasn't able to swallow it. I'd already hooked him. Yeah, I thought it was you. I thought it was something about your size. You got a pretty mouth. Yellow. Look at them teeth. See you, buddy. Alright. They're starting to get wise to me now. They're diving. They're diving when they see me coming with the net. I wonder if those guys have caught anything. I haven't seen them, but I haven't been watching them. Here we go. Another trout. I'm not gonna pout. You gonna do it or you want me to do it? Come on. Let go. I don't have any pliers. Thank you. I don't have any more surgical tools. How are we doing so far today, guys? Forgot my net. Yesterday, I realized that I don't even have any proper chum. Big stingray. Get out of here. So no chum, no net. I only had 2 circle hooks, down to my last one. I did have a few jig heads though, if worst came to worst. And I've lost my pliers, so we got no net, no hooks, no pliers. No chum, but plenty of fish. This one's a little heavier. This one's a little heavier. No, he's not. Oh, well, he's a little heavier than the last one. Hey, who do you got following you? What do you got following you there? You got a buddy? Come here. You're done. Right there. There's where I want to hold you. How many we got left? Oh, we got plenty. We got plenty. I think about 3 or 4. 3 or 4 more. Stick with me, guys. 3 or 4 more. We're gonna put that big old honker pinfish out that tried to eat a. Oh, that thing got choked as soon as it hit the water. Tried to eat a whitebait and ended up with a 2-aught circle in his little mouth. Got it. Just waiting for him to let me know he's ready to run. Oh, come on. Come back for it. Yep, he come back for it. Or somebody else did. There's a bump. That's a good solid tap. All kinds of stuff going on out there. What's going on here? Yeah, they're fighting for it. They are fighting for it. Little guy. Let's back up onto this bar a little bit more. Maybe the reds are going to be in here a little shallower. Ow! That's his tooth. Toothy little critter. Sorry guys, if the camera's been messed up, and I gotta start remembering to point it down when I've got a fish. Oh, there we go. Well, no trolling motor either. Bait right out in front of me. A bunch of bait flickering. Just put that right in the middle of the school bait. No trolling motor either, so. Keep it simple. Something way out there just surfaced. Another fish. Alright guys, we need to just switch to that pinfish. We need to switch to that pinfish. I'm catching trout for days. Oh yeah, there's a throw out there's a love lure. These things are coming in 2 at a time. Love lure would be tearing them up right now out there. Where's that pinfish? I can get them out of there. All that redfish in there. Where's he at? There he is. There he is. It's a big one. It's a big one for this little 2500 rod reel. 10 pound. 30-pound tippet with a 2/0 hook. Let's see what we can do. Big baits. Catching big fish. Hold on. Oh, sorry guys. Had y'all facing the water. I'm glad I caught that. We're back. We got that big pinfish on. I've got 2 or 3 little ones that I'll pitch out as I make my way back to the boat. But hopefully it's dragging a 40-inch cobia. Let's see. Let's pitch these last 3 on the way back. I think I have 3. I see 1 for sure. Let's see what we're looking at here. 1. How many fish do I have in there? Forgot how many I kept now. I got 4 fish in there. I think this is my last bait. Oh, yo. Oh, he did, and he did. He got away. Is that my last one? That would be terrible. Terrible. Well, got a nice creel of fish. We got 3 trout, the red. Oh man, I think that's my bait right there getting eaten. That ain't right. Well, let me make my way back to the boat here and measure that first trout. Make sure he's legal, that one that died. Ah, home sweet home. Wade fishing's great, but you gotta have a boat to get you there. Boats are great too. Oh man. Let's check on that fish now, see how big he really was. Let's check out that trout that didn't make it. My gosh, he's rigor mortis and he's still grunting. True story. He is rigor mortis and he is still grunting. Yeah. $15 and change. Not much change, but he's 15 just over. Let's put these guys. I didn't plan on catching fish, keeping fish, so I don't have any ice. So we're gonna have to keep them fresh as we can. I know he's a keeper trout. And like 97% sure he's a keeper trout. Yeah, he's pushing 16. And pretty sure he's 18, but he might not be. I might need to let him go. 16, 17, he's just right at the mark if I stretched him. But I'm gonna let him go anyway because I got a couple trout. And reds are too much fun to catch. See ya, buddy. Another cool thing about that, you didn't have to string them up. If you decide you want to let your fish go, you can. Nice thing about having this net, that's I should say. All right, well, let me get these cleaned up, or let me get cleaned up, and I'll see you at the filleting table. Dang. Sea turtle is dead. And he got hit. Dang, I've never seen a sea turtle hit. I don't know what kind that is, loggerhead or what. Yeah, it's sad. That's terrible. Sorry, buddy. Wasn't me. Sorry, anyway. Could have been me. Could be anybody. They dive down pretty quick usually, but you know, they come bobbing up once in a while. What are you gonna do? All right, let's head to the cleaning table. Let me just put a measurement on this one to see how big he was. 17. Got everything. Well, par for the course today of forgetting things. We got water here? Yes. I haven't kept any fish in quite a while, and I don't have my fillet knife. But that's all right. I got my dive knife, so we will make it happen with that. Thankfully, it's just some trout. Table nice and clean. All right. Well, I'm not sure which angle will be best yet, so there we go. How are we looking? Put them right out here out front. All right, I know a lot of the guides clean trout like this. I've never done it, but let's give it a try. Let me rinse this knife off a little bit. Got a little rust on it. Come right down here till you hit the backbone. There it is. Come across. Let's do it like this so we don't cut our fingers off. Now they just flip it. I'm going to take it all the way off first, I think. A lot of them like to use a electric knife. Let's make sure there ain't no birds out there. And there you go. They say it wastes a lot of meat. Some people do, but they don't know what they're talking about. Come down. Ooh, big old snook just popped. I'm gonna leave this skin on because I don't have proper bag to store them in with me right now. I'm just gonna take them straight home. So I'm just gonna leave this skin on, and then I will skin them later. Just want to get rid of these carcasses here. There you go. Now that is all that you're gonna have left on a 15-inch trout. That was the small one. Nothing is wasted. Don't throw fish cleanings overboard, the sign says, so we will do what we're supposed to do. All right, number 2. I like that way, cleaning them. Switch them. Got it started. They use electric knives a lot, like I said, and they just get right all the way up to here and then flip it, flip that over, and then come back down. Let's try it without taking it off. I don't like that. Next time I'm just going to cut it all the way off. The trout, nice, easy fish to fillet, even with dive knife. This knife is just meant for cutting, well, cutting a line off if you're tangled, cutting the brain in them, killing the fish right there, which I'll do since he's still breathing, cutting their throat, bleeding them out. Here's a nice one. This guy's gonna have some nice meat on him. Slick, slippery, slimy fish. Well, it was a nice, fun morning. Even get to take home a few fish. Let's get this. There we go. Get that out. Have a nice fish fry later. Not sure if I'll film that or not, but either way, this was a nice trip. It made for a nice video. And very encouraging to be able to get out there. All that live bait, especially without being properly set up. Didn't have my net, the proper net anyway, and still caught fish. I'm not going to get those all wet just yet. I'm going to leave them as they are. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll wash them in some salt water. Take these. You know what? There's nothing around here. If there's pelicans around, don't feed the fish. Don't dump them in there. I mean, don't throw your fish overboard. Pelicans will choke them down. Get stuck in their throat. Actually, I forgot to trim the belly fat off these guys here. The rest of these are pretty good. All that belly fat comes off when you cut the belly out. Look at this. This ain't good. This is one reason why I'm not a huge fan of trout. These worms. Dang, these things are full of them. I wasn't even paying attention to that. Don't tell the kids. There's a couple worms. Trim that out. I ain't down with that. I know you can eat them. You can eat them alive. But I don't. Dead or alive. This piece is pretty good. Let's go through these and look at them. These worms get inside and they live as a larvae inside these trout until, fingers crossed, they get eaten, the fish gets eaten by a shark specifically, and then the parasite finishes its life cycle and lives inside the stomach, where it reproduces more of that shark. Lives inside the shark's stomach, and then it's just disgusting. Sorry, just parasites are just disgusting. That's a scourge of the earth, freaking parasites. Along with a few other things I could name. Let's take this chunk right there. Seem to congregate towards the tail. Eat more mullet. That's what I say. That's what I will be doing this winter too. All right, let's get going here. Get rid of that. All right, I'll see you back in the kitchen. If not, it's been nice fishing with you today. I really appreciate you guys coming along. A lot more live bait fishing to come. I loved it. Had a lot of fun. So, see ya.